We are the greatest coincidence. Everything that you know, everything that you love, everything that you are, can only exist in this place. This world that has given us great experiences, great moments, presents us with a new challenge. Today, we need to see each other as one. We need organization to overcome this problem together. And when we make it, we'll meet again to give you the warmest welcome in Mexico, where we can enjoy together our white beaches and turquoise waters. Venture into our jungles, mountains, and deserts. Get surprised by our enigmatic archaeological sites, historical cities, and magical towns. But above all, to celebrate life together.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. The Embassy of Mexico in Singapore is delighted to have you join us to celebrate the 210th anniversary of the beginning of the independence of Mexico. We welcome you to the magnificent Capitol Theater. Built in 1929, this architectural gem is a tasteful blend of history and modernity, and a choice venue for elite performances and events. To commence this evening's official ceremony, it is our great honor to welcome Her Excellency Jenny Chua, non-resident ambassador of Singapore to Mexico, to deliver her address in commemoration of the 45th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Singapore and Mexico this year.
Ambassador Agustín García-López, Ambassador of Mexico to Singapore, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honor for me to flag off the twin celebrations tonight, namely the 210th anniversary of Mexico's independence and the 45th anniversary of Singapore-Mexico relations. Relations between Singapore and Mexico have grown from strength to strength in the past 45 years. Our leaders are well acquainted with each other. Our Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong made an official visit to Mexico in November 2019. It was a special honor for Prime Minister Lee, who was the first Asian leader invited by President López Obrador to make an official visit to Mexico. This was preceded by another milestone in 2016, when our then President, Dr. Tony Tan, made a state visit to Mexico, the first by a Singaporean head of state to Latin America. The strong ties between our political leaders are underpinned by our robust economic ties. Mexico is Singapore's second largest trading partner and one of our top investment destinations in Latin America. As proponents of free trade, Singapore and Mexico have worked together to conclude and sign the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, in short, CPTPP. We were also amongst the first countries to ratify the agreement. This agreement is a landmark one, and which established the first FTA between Singapore and Mexico, and sends a very strong signal of our commitment to promote greater trans-Pacific trade and investment. Our bilateral cooperation goes beyond trade and investment. We have vibrant exchanges between our tertiary institutions, which promote strong people-to-people ties among our youth. In January 2020, I had the pleasure of interacting with students from SUTD, that stands for Singapore University of Technology and Design, and the Tech de Monterrey. These students were participating in the inaugural Corporate Innovation Challenge. I've been told that the challenge was tough, but forward-looking. Students had to work together to harness innovation and technology ideas developed in Singapore to address problem statements from 5 Mexican international businesses, including CIMEX. I hope these exchanges will continue once international travel resumes. We are also having interesting exchanges about each other's cultures, in particular, our rituals in honoring our ancestors. In Singapore, those of Chinese ancestries have the Qingming or Tomb Sweeping Day to remember our ancestors, while in Mexico, there is a Day of the Dead known as Dia de Muertos. I hope I've got it right. Since 2017, Singaporeans have taken part in the Day of the Dead festivities and enjoyed Mexican culinary delights, customs, and dances. At the same time, we have brought a flavor of Singapore to Mexico through our local films. In 2016, I had the opportunity to organize the inaugural Singapore Film Festival in Mexico City, which featured filmmakers such as Royston Tan, Anthony Chen, and Eric Khoo. As Dr. Malaki Osman, the then Senior Minister of State for Foreign Affairs and Defense, said at the festival, bilateral relations are like a flower. Political exchanges give the flower its basic form. Economic linkages give it color and texture. However, it is only through cultural interactions that the flower will eventually bloom. On this note, I'm proud to say that the flower that represents the relationship between Singapore and Mexico continues to bloom as vibrantly as ever. And I hope that this flower will blossom for many more years to come. Let me conclude by thanking all the colleagues and friends who have contributed to the special bilateral relationship. Mr. Eduardo Henkel has served as our Honorary Consul General in Mexico City for the past 25 years and continues to do a wonderful job of connecting people and businesses. I would also like to thank the previous ambassadors of Mexico to Singapore who have become personal friends, including Ambassadors Sergio Ley, Eduardo Ramos Gomez, Antonio Villegas, Andres Carrera, and Nathan Wolf. I'm pleased that many of them continue to be active advocates for closer ties between Singapore and Mexico through the Mexican Business Council for Foreign Trade, Investment and Technology, or COMSE. And last but not least, I thank the energetic, inimitable, and larger-than-life Ambassador Garcia-López for this opportunity to take stock of the key milestones of our bilateral relations, and for his and his lovely wife's friendship. I'm happy to note that relations are in good hands, and I thank our friends in the Mexican Embassy for their tireless work in advancing bilateral relations. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Ambassador Chua, for gracing us with your presence this evening. We now invite His Excellency, Mr. Agustín García-López Loaiza, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the United Mexican States to the Republic of Singapore, to deliver his opening speech.
His Excellency Chichon Tat, Senior Minister of State for Foreign Affairs and Senior Minister of State for Transport. Her Excellency, Madame Jenny Chua, Singapore Ambassador to Mexico. Dear partners and friends, my dear Singaporean fellows, estimadas mexicanas, estimados mexicanos residentes en Singapur. On 15th September, Mexicans around the world are celebrating the 210th anniversary of the start of the revolution that led to the independence of our country, following the hail made by parish priest Miguel Hidalgo in the town known today in his honor as Dolores Hidalgo, back in the year 1810. The 15th of September is also a day to honor the incredible history and culture of Mexico, to value what we are and what we have achieved in more than 2 centuries as an independent country, and to remind us of the progress we can make in the future with constant and hard work, determination, solidarity, and honesty. The year 2020 has been very challenging for all of us. I want to express my most sincere condolences to the families in Mexico, in Singapore, and around the world that have suffered the loss of their loved ones, be their relatives or friends, due to the pandemic caused by the COVID-19. On this occasion, let's also honor and express our sincere gratitude to all the health professionals, medics, nurses, scientists, health workers, and support staff who are at the front lines in Mexico, Singapore, and the world, tirelessly fighting to treat, cure, keep people safe, and research, test, and produce in the future viable vaccines. These tough times remind us of the value of caring for one another and appreciating who we are and what we have. It is a time when countries must put aside their differences and strengthen their cooperation bonds and work together to find solutions. As a sign of the close friendship that Mexico and Singapore share, I must highlight the fruitful and successful visit to Mexico of His Excellency Lee Hsien Loong, Prime Minister of Singapore, in November 2019. The visit to Mexico was one of the last high-level visits that the Prime Minister made before the outbreak of the COVID-19, and one of the last head of governments visiting our country. The President of Mexico, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, hosted Prime Minister Lee at the National Palace, Palacio Nacional, in Mexico City. The mutual empathy was tangible, as well as their willingness to deepen our political, education, cultural, scientific, and technological cooperation, and to boost our trade and investment flows. A great leap forward to a full-fledged strategic relation between Singapore and Mexico was thus given during this memorable visit. Prime Minister Lee also had the opportunity to visit the majestic ancient city of Teotihuacan, its newly discovered astonishing ritual tunnel, as well as the emblematic Chapultepec Castle in Mexico City, for a dose of Mexican culture and history. Back to 2020. This is a significant year for Mexico and Singapore, as it marks the 45th anniversary of diplomatic relations, established on 22nd December 1975. The embassy will roll out from this day until the 15th of September of 2021 a program that will honor this anniversary. I am thrilled to announce positive developments of the partnership that we have been building together. In the economic front, I am pleased to report that Mexico and Singapore recognize themselves as strategic allies in securing economic and social development within a rule-based and open global economy. Singapore is a key partner of Mexico in the strategy of promoting more and better links with Southeast Asia and the Asia Pacific. Likewise, Mexico is a key part of Singapore's rapprochement policy with North America and Latin America. Singaporean companies are increasingly foreseeing the competitive advantages our country offers to drive economic and social development projects. Therefore, the entry into force of the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for the Trans-Pacific Partnership, the so-called CPTPP, in December 2018, which establishes the first preferential trade agreement between Singapore and Mexico, is helping to foster essential bilateral trade and investment flows. Therefore, Mexico is working in favor of an expeditious conclusion of the Pacific Alliance Singapore Free Trade Agreement. We are eager to lead relevant progress in the ongoing negotiations to have Singapore as the first associate state member of this trade bloc. I would like to mention one of the most emblematic projects of the current bilateral economic relationship between Singapore and Mexico, and one of the most important infrastructure projects of President Andrés Manuel López Obrador's administration, the Interoceanic Corridor of the Isthmus of Tehuantepec, CIIT. The project involves the creation of a development pole in the south region of Mexico, particularly in Oaxaca and Veracruz. I will contribute to the connectivity between both the Pacific and the Atlantic Oceans, Asia and Europe, the north and south of Mexico, and the north and south of the Americas. I would like to highlight that the master plan of this project has been rightfully trusted to a Singaporean company, Surbana Jurong. Thank you for that. Together, we are also committed to enhance greater and more active cooperation and collaboration in industries such as manufacturing, logistics, agribusiness, financial services, infrastructure, innovation, technology, hospitality, and tourism. Mexico needs Singapore's efficiency, transparency, and good practices, and we are striving to benefit companies in both of our countries. It is highly relevant to speak about the last report on the macroeconomic situation in Singapore and the world, published by the Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS. The document mentions our country in a special section on global value chains. The study focuses on the preponderant role that Mexico plays in the productive manufacturing sectors between Asia and North America, and the opportunities to strengthen and consolidate this positioning in the post-COVID-19 context. In this regard, various Singaporean and regional companies are exploring investment opportunities in Mexico to diversify their supply chains. The COVID-19 pandemic has revealed that food supply security in the world is an extremely fragile concept. Mexico, as one of the 10 agri-food exporting countries in the world, is working closely with Singapore to increase the supply of key agro-industrial products. Due to the serious challenges that the COVID-19 pandemic has brought, it is crucial for the business community, for survival, to build robust and resilient supply chains. That means we need to create a new fertile ground of collaboration. In this regard, I would like to share with you that the Mexican business community in Singapore, with the support of the Mexican Embassy of Mexico, is working in the creation of a Singapore-Mexico Chamber of Commerce. This is a project that is expected to materialize soon as a non-profit business association chartered in Singapore. The Chamber will be formed by a coalition of distinguished Singapore and Mexican businesses, entities, and individuals, recognizing Singapore's position as a strategic hub in Southeast Asia. The Chamber will improve communications, promote trade, investment, and joint ventures that can further take to the next level of strategic economic relations between our countries, Mexico and Singapore. In the education field, to benefit from the economic collaborations between our countries, we need to strengthen the cooperation to form our human capital in areas such as health, science, engineering, and technology. Mexican and Singaporean universities, technological institutes, and research centers have large opportunities to build more collaboration, to foster more academic and research exchanges, and to advance joint research projects and innovation on public policies and technologies. In the field of cultural and artistic cooperation, two major exhibitions will take place in order to showcase the abundant heritage of Mexican culture and its historical ties with Asia. The National Museum of Singapore is collaborating with the National Institute of Anthropology and History of Mexico, INA, to bring to Singapore an exhibition dedicated to the Mexican tradition of the Day of the Dead, Día de Muertos, as Ambassador Chua has already mentioned. The Asian Civilizations Museum, ACM, is collaborating with us for an exhibition of the remarkable trade route of the Manila-Acapulco galleon, which linked Asia and Mexico for more than 250 years, from the year 1565 to 1815. Both exhibitions will materialize in the year 2022, when we expect to have overcome the pandemic, hopefully so. In the multilateral front, Mexico and Singapore coincide with the values of peaceful resolution of conflicts, the international rule of law, the respect and adherence to multilateralism, an open and harmonious world with equal opportunities for everyone. We know that problems cannot be solved by countries alone, but instead, we trust in the multilateral system and working closely with our allies. Regarding the COVID-19 pandemic, Mexico and Singapore have been outspoken to call for the equitable access to all countries of medical treatments and vaccines. I am confident that Singapore and Mexico will continue working side by side to promote and defend the multilateral system. I want to express our deepest gratitude to Madame Jenny Chua, Ambassador of Singapore to Mexico. Muchas gracias, señora embajadora, for her hard work connecting business and political actors during her 6 years tenure, contributing significantly to the momentum and the strategic level reached in our bilateral relations. Her contributions have been essential to the state visit to Mexico on 10th June 2016, as she mentioned, of His Excellency Mr. Tony Tan Keng Yam, then President of Singapore, and of course, the November 2019 official visit to Mexico of His Excellency Mr. Lee Hsien Loong, Prime Minister of Singapore. I wish her all the best in the next diplomatic endeavors. I also want to express my sincere appreciation to my friend, Senior Minister of State Chi Hong Tat, for being a friend and an ally of Mexico. Mr. Chi has visited Mexico on several occasions. On his previous attachment at the Ministry of Trade and Industry, always looking to deepen our economic and political ties. Be sure, amigo Senior Minister, that Singapore has in Mexico a key economic partner in the Americas. We look forward to collaborating with you in your new positioning at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. During these challenging times, we must keep our heads up high, and we must remember that, as in previous crises, we will overcome this one. We must not lose our hope that better times are coming. Hence, we need to cooperate like Singapore and Mexico for the common good and the prosperity of our societies and nations. Let's celebrate with Singapore the ongoing joint projects, the increasing investments and exports both ways, our friendship, our close bilateral relation, and being allies in the multilateral arena. This year, as you know, we have reached 45 years of successes, and we aim to have even more exciting and productive and significant exchanges together, collaborations in all realms. We strive for more Singapore in Mexico and more México en Singapur. Más Singapur en México y más México en Singapur. A big and sincere thanks to our sponsors tonight for making this virtual celebration possible. Our deepest thanks to Surbana Llorón, to the CEA Group, to Grupo KB, to Dimuto, to Asia El Futuro. I also express my gratitude, of course, to the 8 restaurants and food providers which will delight us all with their special menus of Mexican gastronomic creations, and that I hope you are already enjoying today, and will be able to enjoy this fantastic food during the next 2 weeks until the 30th of September, at their venues or at home. Gracias a Margaritas, al Mero Mero, Los Jefes, Vatos Urban Tacos, Chico Loco, Hola Cocina del Mar, Papis Tacos, Tamales Mexicanos en Singapur, and México Único. Muchas gracias a todos. Finally, I wish to congratulate the wonderful teams of the Capitol Kempinski Hotel, the Capitol Theatre, and Vivid 3 Productions for letting us have this wonderful venue and this ceremony, which is virtual but is real. The Embassy congratulates you all, and we are very, very happy to be with you in your homes this very important day for Mexico and for the friendship of Singapore y Mexico. Following the ceremony of independence, El Grito de Dolores, that will happily perform with Katia, my wonderful wife. Please enjoy our dearest friend, the extremely talented Magos Herrera, one of the most renowned Mexican contemporary singers, who will delight you with a wonderful performance from a terrace in the beautiful city of San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. ¡Viva Singapur! ¡Viva México!
It is our honor to now have Senior Minister of State, His Excellency Mr. Chee Hong Tat, to deliver his speech as our esteemed representative of the Government of the Republic of Singapore.
Ambassador Agustín García-López, Ambassador of Mexico to Singapore, Mexican residents in Singapore, our dear friends in Mexico, on behalf of the government and people of Singapore, please accept my warmest congratulations to the government and the people of Mexico on the 210th anniversary of Mexico's independence. Just last November, I accompanied Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong on his official visit to Mexico. The visit was a major milestone in our bilateral relations and the first visit by a Singapore Prime Minister in 22 years. Both Prime Minister Lee and President Andrés Manuel López Obrador welcomed the growth in bilateral relations and expressed commitment to deepen and strengthen ties between our peoples, businesses, and governments. Prime Minister Lee's visit underscored the depth of the historical ties between Singapore and Mexico. Despite our different languages and cultures, and the distance between our two countries, we share common interests such as our openness towards trade, our emphasis on strong families being the foundation of society, and of course, our love of good food. As Prime Minister Lee said in his address to the Mexican Senate, Singapore and Mexico City were natural crossroads where people and goods converged. Both cities thus emerged as historical centers of trade and commerce. In the 16th century, the Trans-Pacific trade route, plied by Manila galleons, connected Singapore and Mexico, bringing spices from Southeast Asia to the Americas, and silver and cocoa on the route back to Asia. In the 19th century, the currency of choice in Singapore was Spanish dollars, made from Mexican silver. It is therefore not surprising that Singapore and Mexico share a similar outlook on trade and investment. Mexico is Singapore's second largest trading partner in Latin America. Bilateral trade has grown steadily over the last decade, reaching US $4 billion in 2019. Singapore company have a strong presence in Mexico, including Temasek Holdings, Banyan Tree, and Sabana Jurong. Likewise, Mexican companies such as Grupo Modelo and Gruma have also capitalized on Singapore's strategic location as a regional hub for the Southeast Asian market. I'm pleased to note that our homegrown companies have made a name for themselves in Mexico. For example, Banyan Tree has developed Asian-style resorts in Mexico, including the Banyan Tree Cabo Marquez in Acapulco and Banyan Tree Mayacoba in Cancun, which were ranked among the top 10 resorts in Mexico. Olam International is one of the top 4 coffee processors and exporters in Mexico. I was in Guanajuato last year to witness the signing of an agreement for Singapore Corporation Enterprise to develop Guanajuato's economic development strategy and inland port. And this is where I got my Pineda Covalin tie, showing a scene from San Miguel de Allende, the old town of Guanajuato. Other Singapore companies, like Sabana Jurong, have made good progress on the master planning of the Interoceanic Corridor project linking the states of Oaxaca and Veracruz. There remain many trading and investment opportunities in Singapore and Southeast Asia waiting to be developed by Mexican businesses and vice versa. To facilitate these opportunities, we have concluded the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, or CPTPP, which established our first FTA with Mexico. We are also committed to work with Mexico to conclude the negotiations on the Pacific Alliance Singapore Free Trade Agreement, which is at its final stages. The Free Trade Agreement will serve to strengthen links between Mexico and the Pacific Alliance countries with Singapore and Asia. It will send a strong signal to the global community that our countries remain committed to free trade and enhancing our trade and investment links even as we deal with the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. Beyond our strong economic ties, we also have multifaceted cooperation in culture, science and technology research, water resource management, industrial property, and international development. Even in these difficult times, Singapore and Mexico have worked together as part of the global effort to tackle COVID-19. In May this year, Singapore and Mexico, along with like-minded countries, issued a joint ministerial statement on COVID-19 and the multilateral trading system, which called for the continued flow of vital goods and services across borders during this global health crisis. Via video conferencing in July this year, our health authorities also exchanged notes on best practices and regulatory approaches for medical devices. This sharing of experiences and expertise is critical as we strive to innovate and come up with solutions to overcome COVID-19. As we commemorate the 45th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Singapore and Mexico this year, I'm heartened to know that our museums are working to foster greater understanding amongst our people through exhibitions that will feature our respective histories, art, and culture in 2022. Last November, our delegation had the honor of visiting Teotihuacan, a magnificent UNESCO World Heritage Site, which translated means the place where the gods were created. I was told by Ambassador Garcia-López that good tidings come to all who scale the Pyramid of the Sun. I'm confident that the next 45 years ahead will see relations taken to even greater heights. Viva Mexico! Viva Singapore! Thank you.
Mexicanos al grito de guerra, y tiembla en sus centros la tierra, al sonoro rugir del cañón. Sin patria tus cielos viva, de la paz la causa divino, que en el cielo terreno destino, por hebreo de Dios se escribió. Mas su sangre enemigo, profanamos su gran consuelo, y en su patria querida que cielo, un soldado cada hijo de Dios, un soldado cada hijo de Dios. Mexicanos al grito de guerra, y retiembla en sus centros la tierra, al sonoro rugir del cañón. Y retiembla en sus centros la tierra, al sonoro rugir del cañón.
We now invite His Excellency Ambassador Garcia-López and his wife, Mrs. Katia Anaya de Garcia-López, to deliver the traditional Grito de Independencia, or Shout of Independence, in remembrance of the historical events on 16th September 1810, which sparked Mexico's fight for independence from the Spanish rule.
Mexicanos, ¡vivan los héroes que nos dieron patria y libertad!
¡Viva!
¡Viva Hidalgo!
¡Viva!
¡Viva Morelos!
¡Viva!
¡Viva Leona Vicario!
¡Viva!
¡Viva Josefa Ortiz de Domínguez!
¡Viva!
¡Viva Allende!
¡Viva!
¡Vivan Aldama y Matamoros!
¡Viva!
¡Viva Guerrero!
¡Viva!
¡Vivan los trabajadores del sector salud!
¡Viva!
¡Vivan las doctoras! ¡Vivan los doctores!
¡Viva!
¡Vivan las enfermeras y los enfermeros!
¡Viva!
¡Vivan los residentes mexicanos en Singapur!
¡Viva!
¡Vivan los héroes que nos dieron patria y libertad! ¡Viva la independencia nacional! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva México! ¡Viva México!
Thank you, Ambassador Garcia-López and Mrs. Katia Anaya de Garcia-López. We now have a performance by a very special guest, the dazzling jazz singer, songwriter, and producer, Magos Herrera. Known for her eloquent vocal improvisation and singular bold style, Magos Herrera is an accomplished artist who has performed at leading cultural venues across the world. We are honored to have her perform 3 songs, all the way from the enchanting San Miguel Allende in Mexico, which are dedicated to our friends in Singapore and the Mexican community.
Hello, everyone. I'm Magos Herrera, and I'm very happy to be part of this celebration. We're 33 kilometers away from Dolores Hidalgo, where in 1810, priest Miguel Hidalgo declared the first spark of independence. This is San Miguel Allende. That's the beautiful, beautiful church. And I would say that this is one of my favorite places that I could call home between New York and Mexico. This is a magical town where it happens to be part of my residence during this isolation, during this crisis. And we all know this has been a very, very hard time around the world. And it's my privilege to share a little bit of the magic of Mexico with a dear friend for so many years, beautiful musician, Gil Gutierrez, which among the team that we don't see in the picture, but that it's behind the cameras, we're putting our efforts together to get through time and space and celebrate this moment with you all. First of all, I have to say that I want to dedicate this concert, this set, to all the people that have suffered in this crisis throughout the world. Also to all the people that it's in the front lines around the world. Of course, to our friends, fellow Mexicans around the world, especially in Singapore, and also to all the people from Singapore that are sharing this celebration with us. It's the 45th anniversary of the diplomatic relations between Mexico and Singapore, and this is a little something from us to you. We're going to start with a beautiful tune by Álvaro Carrillo from Oaxaca, one of my favorite composers from Mexico, from Afro-Mexico, I would say, right? Álvaro Carrillo, it's an incredible composer. This is called Luz de Luna, Moonlight. You are from Oaxaca, so you have this song in your veins. So we're gonna dedicate this to you all. Thank you so much for being part of this celebration. I want to send all my love to our ambassadors, and may all this music, may all these notes embrace you all. This is Luz de Luna, Moonlight by Álvaro Carrillo. Quiero luz de luna para mi noche triste, para cantar divina la ilusión que me trajiste, para sentirte mía, mía tú como ninguna. Puede ser que te fuiste, no he tenido luz de luna. Puede ser que te fuiste, no he tenido luz de luna. Yo siento tus amarras como garfios, como garras que me ahogan en la playa de la farra y el dolor. Y siento tus cadenas arrastrar en la noche callada que será plenilunada, azul como ninguna. Puede ser que te fuiste, no he tenido luz de luna. Puede ser que te fuiste, no he tenido luz de luna. si ya no vuelves nunca, provincianita mía, a mi selva querida que está triste y que está fría, que al menos tu recuerdo traiga luz sobre mi bruma. Pues desde que te fuiste no he tenido luz de luna, pues desde que te fuiste no he tenido luz de luna. Yo siento tus amarras como garfios, como garras que me ahogan en la playa de la farra y el dolor. Y siento tus cadenas arrastrar en la noche callada que será plenilunada, azul como ninguna. Pues desde que te fuiste no he tenido luz de luna, pues desde que te fuiste no he tenido luz de luna, pues desde que te fuiste no he tenido luz de luna. So we've been indoors like for 4 or 5 months already around the world. And in the midst of this isolation, this is the very first time that I sing outside. We're in this beautiful rooftop in one of my favorite places in San Miguel de Allende, Hotel Casablanca, surrounded by and blessed by the beauty of this beautiful town. And we have the parroquia right there, Iglesia de San Francisco right here, the beautiful company of Gil on guitar. And we're going to share right now for you a beautiful tune that it's called La Llorona, the weeping woman. And the legend says there is a woman that walks around the streets of Mexico City, maybe also San Miguel de Allende, who knows, weeping for her lost children. This is a classic, La Llorona. Salía del templo un día llorona, cuando al pasar yo te vi. Salía del templo un día, cuando al pasar yo te vi. Hermoso huipil llevaba llorona, que la Virgen te creí. Hermoso huipil llevabas, que la Virgen te creí. No sé qué tienen las flores del Campo Santo, ahí. No sé qué tienen las flores del Campo Santo, que cuando las mueve el viento parece que está llorando, que cuando las mueve el viento parece que está llorando. Ay, llorona de azul celeste, ay, 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 llorona, llorona de azul celeste, aunque la vida me cueste, no dejaré de quererte, aunque la vida me cueste, llorona, no dejaré de quererte, aunque la vida me cueste, no dejaré de quererte. Dicen que por las noches no más se viven puro llorar. Dicen que no comía, no más se viven puro tomar. Juran que el mismo cielo se estremecía al oír su llanto. Cómo sufrió por ella, que hasta en su muerte la fue llamando. Ay, 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 ay. Cantaba ay, 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 ay. Gemía, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Cantaba, ay, ay. De pasión mortal, ay. Moría, moría, ay, ay. Y una paloma triste muy de mañana le va a cantar a la casita sola con sus puertitas de par en par. Juran que esa paloma no es otra cosa más que su alma, que todavía le espera a que regrese la desdichada. Cucurrucucú. Paloma piedras jamás la paloma que van a saber de amores.
This year, under the leadership of the President of Mexico, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, coordinated by Rafael Marin Molinero, with the Governor of the State of Oaxaca, Alejandro Murat Hinojosa, and the Governor of the State of Veracruz, Cuitláhuac García Jiménez, the multimodal interoceanic corridor project has been taken up again, and this will propel the development of southeast Mexico and bring the old Mexican dream of building a logistic land bridge from the Pacific Ocean to the Gulf of Mexico to life.
The Embassy of Mexico is proud to be collaborating with some of the best representatives of Mexican gastronomy in Singapore in celebration of Mexico's National Day. Do keep watching to find out more about the special menus and promotions they are offering from today till September 30th.
Hi, my name is Rochelle. Welcome to Margarita's, home of the longest running Mexican restaurant in Singapore. A place where the best of Mexican cuisine is served, no pretense, just good food prepared in the special homemade way. It is cooking with simple but always the best ingredients available to bring forth clear, fresh, homemade flavors. We aim for food that is beautiful as well as delicious. Margaritas offer a memorable dining experience in a pleasant ambience, a place for friends, family, lovers, and acquaintances to discover the joy and excitement of good Mexican cuisine.
Hi, I'm Jerry from El Mero Mero and La Mexicana Market. As part of the Mexican Independence Days, we have our three-course menu of manchamanteles de secreto, tlayuda, and chiles en nogada from El Mero Mero Mexican restaurant. And we have also our famous chips, guacamole and margarita from La Mexicana Market.
Hi, I'm Luis Rodriguez from Señor Taco, and as part of the Mexican Independence Day, we have chiles en nogada, ensalada de nopales y barbacoa de borrego con tortillas.
Welcome to Papi's Tacos.
My name is Mauricio Espinosa.
This coming September 15, we are doing a collaboration with the Mexican Embassy here in Singapore.
We will be preparing you a special dish, green pipián with chicken, that includes a side of beans, rice, and tortillas. Don't forget to place your order for the 15 in advance so you can enjoy this tasty dish delivered to your home to commemorate the 210 years of the Mexican independence.
Hola, my name is Tamara. I am from Mexico City and I am so happy to be in our National Day, September. I hope you enjoy our food. Mexico Lindo y Querido is the name of our event. We have 3 different options, like we have chiles en nogada, we have cochinita, and we have 2 starters. One of my favorite dishes is in here, cochinita pibil. We have chiles en nogada. We miss you and we hope to see you in here.
Hi everyone, my name is Sid Kim and I'm the founder and owner of Vatos Urban Tacos here in Singapore. And we're very proud and honored to participate in the Mexican National Day events here in 2020. And for that event, we created a very special dish, tamales oaxaqueños, or Oaxacan style tamales. We take our braised carnitas, a mole that we made in-house, with a little bit of gochujang for that extra kick. Mix it all together, wrap it in nice soft masa, and then some banana leaves and steam it for 45 minutes. So we hope you are able to enjoy this dish here on Mexican National Day in 2020. Thank you.
Hola, Christian Tan here from the Loco Group. We're at Chica Loco here today, and we want to wish everybody in Mexico and around the world a very happy Independence Day. I want to introduce you to Chef Randy Torres, our executive chef, who's going to take you through our fantastic offer for the Independence Day. Salud.
Hola amigos y amigas. My name is Chef Randy Torres and I'm the executive chef from the Loco Group, and we're here today at Chico Loco to tell you about the dish that we've created for Mexican Independence Day. First, it starts off with some chips and guacamole, handmade, and then our signature elote street corn, some Mexican street rice with coriander and fresh lime, and then our signature Puerto Vallarta chicken. It comes with achiote paste and some delicious, flavorful spices that we put on a rotisserie for 2 hours so the meat is nice, delicious, and soft. Then you get to choose from one of our 4 signature local hot sauces made all the way from Mexico. Enjoy and viva la Mexico!
Hola, yo soy Jess de Singapur.
Hola, yo soy Roy de México.
Y juntos somos México Único. México Único means uniquely Mexico. So what we do is to bring nice products to share with you here and also with the people in the region.
So as you can see here, we have a wide range of products, a wide range of organic coffee. For example, like this one over here. This is a coffee blend of cinnamon and coffee. And also we have a wide range of chocolates and cacao products, like here on your right.
Yeah, we have cacao nibs, chocolate powder, cocoa powder, and traditional chocolate bar.
All of these products are sourced from small producers from Mexico, especially from the region of Jalisco and Michoacán. To celebrate the Mexico Independence Day, we are offering 2 alternatives and 2 combos for this celebration. We are offering dark chocolate covered raspberries and milk chocolate covered almonds with no sugar, combined with our own blend of Mexican coffee, pure coffee ground in Singapore. Another option that we are offering this month, it's in partnership with Tamales Mexicanos, and of course we're offering a nice tamales together with our chocolate cinnamon coffee blend, and it's a superfood cacao mix.
Feel free to check out our website and also follow us on our Facebook and Instagram.
Nosotros somos Tamales Mexicanos en Singapur y traemos para ti una promoción especial para este 15 de septiembre que consiste en 3 tamales. Uno de Classic Chicken, uno de Nogada, uno de Rajas, arroz a la mexicana or Mexican rice, pico de gallo, refried beans. All this is coming to you for only 28 Singapore dollars, especially for the Independence Day. No, generally this has a cost of $43, but now due to the promotion it's only $28. So do make sure to place your order today with us and enjoy the taste of authentic Mexican food in your own kitchen at the comfort of your own house. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.
The Embassy of Mexico in Singapore would like to express once more our deep appreciation towards the companies SEA Group, Surbana Jurong, Grupo KB, Asia El Futuro, and Dimuto. We are equally as grateful to the restaurants who have kindly sponsored and collaborated with us: Margaritas, El Mero Mero, Vatos Urban Tacos, Papi's Tacos, and Chico Loco. Without their generous support and sponsorship, this event would not have been possible. Please stay tuned for a free online concert via Zoom by the Edison Latin Band in Singapore. The link has been provided on the Embassy's online platforms. We hope you enjoy the music in the comfort of home with your loved ones. Felices Fiestas Patrias a todos los mexicanos en Singapur. ¡Viva México!